When you see news happening, let us know. Grab your phone and hit record and become part of the Newcap news team. It could make you $100 richer. If you capture news happening, drop us an email at tvnews@newcap.ca.
Well, January 1st marked the first of a new year, and one special baby was born at the Lloydminster Hospital. Eric Friesen has more.
Taya Warner and Chris Parchewski of Vermilion rang in 2018 with a new bundle of joy. The first baby of the new year arrived at 1:58 a.m. Baby Lincoln Joshua Parchewski weighed 7 pounds and 6 ounces.
It's pretty exciting. It's a nice way to start the new year. We were a little surprised at it, but it's a great way to start off the new year.
On New Year's Eve, the proud new parents were in Wainwright to visit family when their plans suddenly changed.
So we were heading there for a birthday party, and my water broke when we were in town, so we thought, well, we better skip the party and head back home. So we came home, grabbed our stuff, and went to Lloyd. So it was a little bit rush trip, but it was still pretty good.
Chris says the experience of watching the birth of his son was greater than he even expected.
Well, at the tender age of 39, this is my first child, so it was pretty surreal just watching it come out, and then they put it in your mother's arms about a minute after it's born, and yeah, it was just something I couldn't even possibly imagine.
Big sister Haley Clark was also overjoyed to meet her new little brother and hold him for the first time.
When I first saw him, I was pretty excited. He's so cute. I just wanted to hold him right then. I fell instantly in love with him.
Eric Friesen, Newcap News.
Well, Chip Away Hunger isn't until Saturday, but the donations are already coming in for the Lloydminster Food Bank. Retail outlet Superstore, Sobeys, and Home Depot provided more than 100 unused Christmas trees for the Lloyd Rumbold ahead of this weekend's event. While the number of trees was down slightly from last year, the donation total was significantly higher, almost equaling the final tally of $850 in 2017.
The target to beat, I guess, is last year because it was the first annual event. So this Saturday coming is pretty optimistic.
Helping that optimism is a forecast that promises much fairer conditions than last year.
Well, the weather always plays certain factors into any kind of outdoor activity. So, it's going to make things go a little smoother for us on Saturday.
Chip Away Hunger ends at 4 p.m. on Saturday.
This is Newcap Sports.
Well, after an outstanding 2017 year in which the CFL flexed its muscle promoting diversity in strength campaign, fans across the country are in a state of mixed emotion following the league's latest announcement. Lance Phillips and Chris King from The Gloves Are Off give some insight into what's got fans up in arms.
Thank you very much, Kinger. We've got Johnny Manziel, we've got the Patriots, we've got Isaiah Thomas, Winter Classic, and the National Championship. Let's start off with Johnny Manziel. CFL Commissioner Randy Ambrosie saying on Thursday that he'll approve a deal for this guy to play in the CFL. You like the idea of this?
I like the idea of him playing, but what are the conditions? What does he have to do to play?
I don't know. I don't know what the conditions are because the CFL isn't being transparent. They're not telling you what the conditions are.
Listen, I love Manziel being in the league. I think he'll be awesome there, but why is he going to be allowed? Would he be allowed to play
well,
in
and
the
this
NFL?
is the whole thing, right? If the CFL is saying that he's met the conditions and he'll have to continually meet the conditions of the league, but nobody knows what they are because the league isn't being transparent about it. They're saying that they're going to be confidential. Can they be confidential?
No, it can't. It's always going to get to a media source.
Listen, if you had a player that had a drug and alcohol problem and beat up on her boyfriend, would you and you decide to let her out, not keep her on the team, but then decide to bring her back on, would you have to be transparent about that as a coach?
Yeah, you would have to be. And if that happened in my program, they wouldn't be here. It's happened before players got kicked off. It's unacceptable that we don't know what or why. It'll come out in the wash, hopefully.
Winter Classic had its 10th game in New York this past weekend. The New York Rangers beat the Buffalo Sabres 4-3 in overtime. It's the 10th year of the Winter Classic. Is this game losing its luster with fans?
Too many outdoor games for my liking.
So it is?
It is.
It's
losing it. Just too many outdoor games. I can't keep track of it. I'd like to focus on one outdoor game a year.
So one Winter Classic. Just one. Just like in the 2007 year, 2006, 2007, when it came to Edmonton. Edmonton hosted the first one between the Oilers and the Canadiens. That is the only one they had that year. One. Is that all you need?
Perfect. That's all I need. I don't need a Centennial or a Heritage or whatever all the other classics are. Just the one game.
It's a super saturated market.
Yeah, I'll watch the one game. I don't need 4.
Have you ever been to one?
I have not.
I've been led to believe that if you're at one, it's far more exciting than watching it on TV, which I believe kind of goes for any sport.
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll get to go to one, but probably not anytime soon.
No, well, we're sitting here on the gloves are off set. Gloves are off Tuesday. That's, Wednesday, which is tonight.